Hi, I'm David Driscoll from Body and Brain Yoga, and I'm here to talk about the benefits of exercise. So you may know the benefits of exercise very well by now, and you may be wondering what kind of exercise you should be doing. Well, it depends on what you want to get, how's your current condition, what you're interested in. So today I'm not actually talking about which exercise you should do, but I want to talk about the mind and how your mind affects the benefits that you get from exercise, whatever it is. Now, when you're trying to figure out how to benefit the most from exercise, you have to take into account that exercise takes time to produce results. We all know that. You exercise a little more intensely, maybe things happen more quickly, but still, any kind of real health benefits are going to take a few months, probably. So I'd say 3 months, 6 months, or a year. Pick how long you're going to commit to be reasonable about getting the benefits that you want. Now, if you're new to exercise, there's going to be some challenges. And if you've exercised regularly, there's also challenges if you're trying to change things up or get some results that you haven't gotten before. And a lot of those, as I said, relate to the mind. First of all, what are the benefits of exercise? Well, pretty much anything that you want if you do it right. It's good for your body, obviously. It can be good for your brain as you're aging. It can be good for your energy level, your productivity, even your stress level and how you relate to other people. So we know that there's lots of reasons to exercise, but even though we know that, even though we learn about it, we make a plan, it can be hard to do it. Why? Well, a lot of it has to do with, very basically, the way that the brain operates. The way that we make decisions and motivate ourselves to take action. So from Body and Brain, with this brain education curriculum that we use, we talk about 3 layers of the brain. And basically, each of these layers can kind of be operating with its own intention. We've got the intellectual level, the NeoCortex, the thinking brain. Now, for a lot of us, the thinking brain is where we define what we want from our new goals and expectations and how we're going to get them, how we plan things out. Now, that's great. You use your neocortex to make a plan. But you have to recognize that there are 2 other layers of the brain involved in making these things into reality. And often these other layers are more powerful in the long run at deciding whether or not we're going to succeed. So level 2 is the emotional brain, the limbic system. Why is this so powerful? Is because it's conscious, but it's less conscious. And it's also very powerful. So if your limbic system, if your emotions, if your habits emotionally are not in line with the exercise routine that you want to have, you're going to be uncomfortable. And this discomfort can be very deep and very overwhelming sometimes. And after a few days, usually, it can really sap your willpower. It can make it hard for you to continue something, even if you know it's good. So how do we deal with that? Well, it's a good question. First, let me say, what is the deepest layer? After the limbic system, we go deeper. We say that the brainstem is the deepest, most powerful layer where the brain holds on to habitual energy. So how do we deal with that? Well, evolutionarily, it's not easy to change your habits because habits save us energy. They keep us on the right course, doing something that's familiar, that's helped us at least survive. And one of the habits that is very normal is to conserve energy, not to want to use a lot of energy. And that can be good. But in our case, you want to exercise, you want to get the benefit of exercise, we have to kind of overcome this instinctual conservation of energy. Anytime that we're trying to overcome an instinct, it's going to require a lot of brain power, a lot of willpower. So the first thing that you can do is make sure that your mind and your body are in touch with one another. Now, exercise can be good for that, but sometimes exercise is not enough. We need meditation. If you're trying to make an exercise routine and get the benefit from exercise, I recommend every time you start exercising and finish exercising, have a little time for reflection. And what I want to say is make a ritual out of it. Make a little ceremony. So I think one of them, for example, is if you're going to the gym, you park your car. Before you go inside, sit for a minute, quiet in the car, breathe, reflect on how you feel, not too much thinking, just feel your body, what you want to get out of exercising, just for 1 minute, and then go inside, do your workout. Then at the end of your workout, you get back in the car, take another minute, feel the difference, just 1 minute. You'll be able to feel something, obviously, after working out. Now, if you turn this into not just another exercise, meditation, but you turn it into a ritual, it's very powerful. Our brains respond to things that become habitual, that have some meaning, that become like rituals. We start to look forward to it. We start to get some energy from it. Use that power if you want to get more benefits from your exercise. Don't just race in there, finish your workout, and then race off to do something else. Take a moment and reflect. So that's one tip. The other one that I would give you is do your best to be active but relaxed. And this goes for the mindset of how you set up your exercise program, but also how you do the exercise. Even if it's a high-intensity workout, try to go through it with good, mindful breathing. Relax as much as you can your mind, even if your body's working hard. Why is that important? First of all, you can have the right kind of expectation, not pushing yourself too hard to the point where you're going to burn out or you're going to get disappointed because things don't happen as quickly as you imagine. So having relaxed expectations can be good. The other thing that many people know, while you're exercising, if your mind is more relaxed, you're more likely to be in touch with your body, listening to your body, which means less likely to injure yourself. So this is very important. An injury can derail, obviously, a whole year's worth of exercise if it's serious. So being mindful of your body while you're exercising. And this goes for whether you're just on a treadmill doing some walking or whether you're doing a super intense workout, high intensity training with a trainer, whatever. Either way, mindfulness is key. The other thing that mindfulness does is it gives you more energy. So you'll find that you don't burn out as quickly in a workout if your mind is more relaxed and focused on your body. Even when you're working hard, you'll find that you have more energy. You don't get out of breath as quickly because your energy is more centered, because your nervous system is more relaxed, even when you're exercising. So relaxation is key. Now, kind of the last thing I want to say, we're talking about evolutionarily, the brain wants to conserve energy. The brain knows, unconsciously at a deep level, whether or not something needs to be done. You can play with your brain, but if you're trying to pretend, oh, I have to do this workout, I know it's important, but deep down you know you could quit, you know you could give up. Your brain is going to respond to that very honestly and doesn't want to use that much energy for something that's not directly related to kind of like an important goal. So evolutionarily, when we had a life or death situation, our brain gives us a lot of energy. Our nervous system turns on, muscles and blood flow, all that. Our brain knows when something's just kind of made up in the head, even if it's a good thing. So what you can do, if you want to get more benefit out of your exercise, share with other people. Tell them what you're doing. Tell them your expectations, your commitments. What does this do? It puts some pressure on you. You'll be afraid to fail much more if you've told other people, right? If it's just you promising to yourself, honestly, it's easy to give up and make excuses because nobody else knows. If you really want to be successful, put it out there. Risk the embarrassment of failing because that's going to turn it into something a little bit more real, and your brain knows that. Oh, I got to follow through. Of course, it's still up to you to choose it. Nobody else, even if they're going to make fun of you, that's not the reason why you're going to do it. You have to choose it. But making that choice, sharing it with others, is just smart planning on what's going to keep your brain motivated at a deeper level. It's going to turn it into something that's really needs to be achieved. Now, the other thing that you can do is measure your progress. Set some benchmarks. You want to lose weight? That's a good one. You can measure the progress. Oh, I lost a pound. Great. Now, here's the important thing when you measure your progress. Don't judge, just measure. Judgment is very different from measurement. You want to measure your progress and know you're going in the right direction, but you don't want to judge every day or every week whether or not it's working because that will cause a lot of indecision inside about whether to keep going. So there's a big difference between judgment and measurement. Use the power of measurement to analyze what's working, but don't judge. Just choose in the beginning. Let's say you give yourself 3 months. Make your decision, do some research, find out what you feel like, and then commit. And then just trust it no matter what, within reason, no matter what happens. Because along the way, there's going to be obstacles. We all know that. The interesting thing when you know the brain, especially the brainstem, our nervous system, is that if you're really trying to change a deep habit, our brainstem can warp our perception so much that in the middle of doing what you promised yourself you would do, you can totally be convinced that it's not working, that it's not worth it, that it's going to hurt you, that nobody cares. Your brain can come up with all of that to try to get you to give up. Now you have to hold on to your choice and trust it, just like you would in a life or death situation. So you might know this feeling of not giving up. It happens when we can't give up. Either we've made a decision or the circumstances just don't allow it. So a lot of people, it happens when they get sick or injured, or when a family or friend is also sick in need of help. We just have to do it. Or when you get married, or when you have kids, you just have to take responsibility. Expect all kinds of weird stuff will come to your mind, but you're not going to give up. So what I like to say is, make your choice with trust in the beginning. You can analyze all you want, but at the end of the day, you're still not going to know if it's going to work. You have to just do it. There is no plan that's foolproof. So make your choice and trust, make that choice with trust that you can do it, and then trust your choice. So make your choice with trust and then stick to it. Trust your choice for the length of time that you committed to. And then, even if it's not perfect, what you were doing, you're going to learn a lot by not having given up. You're not going to be starting from zero again. You're going to learn a lot through that effort. Your next choice will be even better informed. So I hope this has helped you to understand a little bit about how Body and Brain looks at the brain and the benefits of exercise and how much your mind can affect what you get out of your workouts. So enjoy. Please leave your comments and questions. I'd be happy to hear about what you're doing, and any tips that I can provide, I'm happy to give you. So keep in touch. Good luck. Happy exercising. Bye-bye.